Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's a bit of a blustery one and this is going to be a quick sharp video because we've got the ewe lambs in. You may be mistaken because they've been shorn, but just to catch up to see how they're looking absolutely fabulous about 3-4 weeks after shearing. But that isn't why we've got them in. We haven't got them in just to look at. We've got to pick out a few of these that we're actually going to be tupping. So today I've got the weigh scale set up over here, as well as the new Solvex backpack which I got, which looks really cool. We're trying it out today, so that's all set up. We're going to crack on. Hope you enjoyed today, guys. If you do, please tap that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I hope you enjoy. Right, so I said it is going to be a bit of a sharp video, and that is because I haven't got too much time to do this. We've got 100 ewe lambs. Anything over 48 kilos at this point is going to be tupped, so they're going to go to the Rusan, but also we're going to give them their once yearly Solvex drench. If by magic I now have a bottle. But what Solvex is basically a wormer that has no resistance or very little resistance to it across all the sheep farms in the UK. So the dose rate that we're giving today, 1 ml per 10 kilos. And what this is doing is basically wiping out all the worms that these may have already and stopping any more resistance from coming onto the farm. So if you look at it like this, all the worms in their body may have been resistant to any of the wormers that we've used this year. So what we're going to do is wipe those worms out, so those sheep should now be clean, and then we start again and the resistance doesn't continue to build up. So that is what we're doing in the Solvex. We're also going to be marking them up A and B flock because obviously when they're shorn they lost the colours. So we're using the TrueTest XRS2 to do that. Basically scan them and it'll tell me which is which. So fairly simple. We're going to crack on because, as I said before, we haven't got too much time. Go on, girls, go on! It is so weird seeing these shorn because we've never done it before, but literally some of these could be mistaken for shearlings. Like that ewe there at the back, absolute stonking ewe. So the dose rate these are going to get is 5.5 ml because the heaviest one in here is 55 kilos. Oh, I do love these Solvex guns, they're so much more efficient. So we want you to be kept well. Right, so that's the first group all done. We're going to let the first one in now. So this is fairly obvious, it's a Rusan. And your weight is 38.5 kilos. So we're just going to press record. And as it's B flock, quite obviously, because it's a Rusan cross, we're just going to put an orange dot on your shoulder, just like that. Go on, lamb. Go on, mate. 37.2. So we'll scan you in. See, that is an A flock, so we know it's A flock straight away. But it's only 37.2, so that's going to go in with them. You go straight on, mate, and hopefully you get the gist. Anything over 48 kilos is going to go into there for tupping, and that is how we're going to work it. Actually, having a rethink, I'm actually going to go for 46 kilo, because obviously these have been shorn, and usually we go for 48 kilo, but they haven't got the jackets on, so I'm going to give them about 2 kilos. So I think 46 or under is going to go in there actually. Righto, so that is the first group gone through, and we've already got half a dozen that are over 46 kilos. So all these are actually 47 to 52 kilos. So a nice even group there, and the rest are just in the trailer. If you girls wonder down there, and also if you're wondering, that's a teaser tup, it's not a proper tup. So those of you who were worried that there was a tup in with them already, don't worry, he ain't going to be doing much business.
It's been raining for days now, been running like a child. Can't feel the cold, well I'm lost here with you, lost in the room.
Well, we are absolutely smashing it, as you've probably seen by those super fast time lapses. We're probably at least halfway through now. Look how near over 46 kilos. I bet we've got at least 25 now. I'm really chuffed, not gonna lie. Which means you're gonna have plenty to tuck with the Rusan. Come on, girls. That's nice group down there. Keep some good girls. I reckon they're a bit smaller group than what we've been getting actually. And you never. I tripped my finger. Look what you're doing, don't talk too much, Will. Luckily no expletives. Come on then, follow those up, follow those up. Good girls, good girls. Right, that's another couple of lots through. We're just going to push these up. So that just leaves the teaser top, so we're just going to run him onto the top deck, and then these are hopefully all going to fit on the bottom deck. We just need to scan them in so I know what's going to the top. Up you go, good lad. One extra thing, I'm just going to pick out half a dozen of these that aren't going to get tucked, because that's going to be my pick for the show team next year. One. So we actually picked 5 out there and we lost the audio, so I just have to put on top of me scanning them into the system. But basically they're the 5 I picked out. They've gone back in with those U's, obviously they're not going to be tucked like I said before. We'll load the rest of these up into the trailer, scan them into the system. Oh, that was high pitch. And then we're off.
Take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to be with you tonight. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry.
Well, that is them all off to a fresh field, ready for the Russan Tup to come in, who is going to go in with them tomorrow. They'll absolutely cracking, and in total there's 36 in here, which means there was 41 ewe lambs over 96 kilos, so nearly half of them. Really impressed with that, really happy, and I'm not gonna lie, it pretty much looks like a small group of shearling ewes, and by next spring they should be fairly well grown. And I've made the right decision tupping them this year. So last year we only literally got, what was it, maybe a dozen at this weight. So to go from 10% up to about 40-50% that have got to weight, it means we've done something a little bit better this year. We have had better quality grass, but in early life when they were a little bit younger, they had great grass heads. The ewes had a lot of milk too, so the feed conversion rate, when it was at its best, they were growing well. It has just slowed down now. We'll just go and talk about all the stats and stuff. We'll have a look at the weigh head, see what the whole group's looking like. But yeah, they're all ready to go. And that is just basically done. So we have got the weigh head open. Okay, so we've got a count of 97, which is all good. If we go down, average weight of 43.9 kilos, really happy with that. They'll get through winter really well. Got a total, obviously 4269, so basically that's the total weight of all of them. Min of 22.1. If I'm honest, there was, you look so serious, don't you, Joe? There was 3 or 4 that were like 30 kilos or less, and you really want them to get to about 30 kilos to get through the winter all right. There was only 1 down at 22, the rest are like 28s, but one thing just to watch that little Russan lamb to make sure it's all okay, especially after being shorn. Any more things to talk about? So the heaviest lamb in there, Josie. So the heaviest lamb in there was 56.6 kilos. Average day live weight gain 5 grams a day. Some of you will think that is pretty low, but they've done a lot of their growing at the start of the year. Like I said, we're trying to get them to grow fast at the start when we've got the grass, so at this time of year they're not reliant on trying to put weight on over winter. They can basically stand still for these months when the grass isn't as well. So yeah, really happy with today, and we've split them all out, so those are down there. These will go down the field at the bottom once that grass runs out, but happy with that. Quick day's work done, really happy. Wanted to crack on with that fairly quick. Sorry there wasn't any drone shots, any too funner shots, but yeah guys, that is us done. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time, won't we, Jose? You just want a fuss right now. She's done her work and she just wants fuss.